I went down really hard and big. I used to be on CNN like 4 times a month back in the day, and Today's Show and all of this stuff. I got totally blackballed for speaking out, and it's your fault because I learned from you.
Hey, I apologize. I'll take full responsibility.
Thank you so much. And any ideas that you have, and I wrote down so many of the things that you said that are so powerful. When I asked you about the Washington system, you said it's a poisoned, broken cesspool.
It is, though. It is.
It is.
And everybody who goes in comes out a changed person. I'll give you a little war story if you got a 2 seconds.
Yep, go on.
At the height of my fame, when I resigned, as a weapons inspector back in 1998, I testified before the Senate. Joe Biden came after me famously, calling me Scotty Boy and saying that it was above my pay grade and all this stuff that I was doing. And there was a backlash in the Republican Party, and I was a Ronald Reagan Republican. The Republican Party embraced me heartily. And the Jack Kemp, a former quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, who was the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under Reagan, and became sort of a Republican Party establishment guy, called me up and he said, "Hey, we're hosting a little function here. I want you to come meet some people." I said, "What for?" And he said, "Well, we're sort of the congressional. We pick the future direction of the Republican presence in Congress. We think you'd be a good guy to run for Congress."
Wow.
And I said, "But I don't do politics." He said, "We'll just come to the thing. Let us talk." So I came, and there was people there ready to write checks to make me a U.S. Congressman.
Wow.
All I had to do, say yes. Because I asked, as I said, "Well, who am I going to take?" I said, because the guy who's in our district, he's a Republican, so I'm not going to. And they said, no, we'll pick a district for you. We'll pick a district where you can win. I said, well, how can I do that? I don't know the people. I don't know the district. I don't know the town. How can I be the representative? Don't worry about it. You're a good guy. We have faith in you. You're our kind of guy. I was sitting there looking at all these people smiling, and I said what I probably shouldn't have if I ever wanted to be a congressman. I said, how do you know I'm a good guy? We know. I said, okay, ask me 2 questions. They said, what? I said, ask me my opinion on abortion and my opinion on gun control. Because those are the 2 hot topic Republican issues. They said, well, what's your opinion on abortion? I said, look, I'm a father of twin daughters. I couldn't imagine a scenario that didn't have them in this world. I couldn't imagine allowing them to have their life extinguished before they had a chance to be born. I said, so I would do anything once that life was created to keep it and bring it and all that stuff. And they're all like smiling. This is our guy. This is our guy. I said, but you know what? Not my decision. Not my decision. I'm a guy. The decision is the woman bearing the children. She gets the ultimate call. I would do everything to talk her out of it, but it's her body, her rights, her decision. So, and then they said, gun control. I said, I love guns. I own a couple. Got them for home defense. I'm an expert shot, qualified expert rifle and pistol in the Marine Corps. I used to like to hunt. I gave it up after the war, but I respect hunters. I respect gun owners. And I think the Second Amendment clearly gives me a right for gun ownership. But I said, but it also incurs a right of the state has the right to protect itself from gun owners, meaning that my gun should be registered. And before I can own a gun, I should be certified as someone capable of using the gun, trained in the gun, trained in gun safety, that you just can't grant this life and death ability willy-nilly. So I believe that, while Americans should have a right to own arms, I think that there has to be a process involved of confirming how to use weapons, and that those weapons are duly registered with the state in case you ever abuse those weapons. They walked away. Kemp was looking at me going, I respect you. I respect your integrity. But he said, you just literally, you threw away a golden opportunity. You could have been a U.S. congressman. And I said, I couldn't have, because I'm not willing to be anything other than who I am.
You got it.
You're right. And that's the thing. And plus, as I told my wife later, I said, I can't imagine what would have happened to me if I had gone to Congress.
Ah,
I mean, I'd either been a one-term congressman, or I would have had to make so many compromises.
that's right.
I'm not. Then right now, you can say whatever you want about me. I'm not perfect. I've made lots of mistakes in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And but I can guarantee you this: when I wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, I'm pretty damn happy about what's looking back. I'm satisfied with this person. I think this person's a good person. I think this person's done everything that he could do to be a good person. If I had become a congressman, I don't think I'd be able to stare back at the person that was staring at me. And I don't know half the people. I don't know how the people who are currently in Congress can do that with the compromises they make, the lies they tell, the betrayals that are out there, what they've done to the American people in the name of serving the American people. I wouldn't want to be one of them.
Well, I don't call it a political party. I call it a crime syndicate.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
They're murderers and thieves.
Yeah.
What you just said, the critical care nurses say that the greatest regret that people who are dying is that they weren't themselves and didn't do what they wanted to do in their lives. And to me, hell is taking that last breath and knowing you weren't the person you said you were or could have been.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to hell on that one. So
Well,
thank
I might
you
go to
so
hell on a
much.
couple things, but not on that one. Yeah.
Oh, look, I got my, stuff too, man. I love these people who had perfect lives all their lives and never did anything wrong.
I'd like to meet them. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
I so greatly appreciate it, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Have a great day.